I never really worked too much in the summers with my father. I would go on jobs with him, but never thinking that someday I would be doing this. Well, my father was a complete perfectionist. He would make sure that everything was done completely right because he knew that's what the client wanted. And we try to do the same thing today. And you know, a lot of people always say the Impullitti way. And that way is trying to stay one step ahead of everyone else. So if we can do things that much better, you know, we win the race, and that makes for a happy client.
Well, I always had a great relationship with my father, and had a great relationship with my grandfather. And hearing the stories, you know, understanding what, you know, he wanted to accomplish with his business. But growing up, it was important that we had a work ethic, and if we were working, that we worked as hard as we possibly could. And as I got older, I really started to appreciate the tradition and wanted to be a part of it. We really try to be the best at everything that we offer.
We have a high set of values here, and we've always had them, and it's very easy to get lost within the industry and to try to cut corners and to try to be cheaper and to try to do things that other companies are doing. So just being ourselves and knowing who we are and what we want to do, we know that that's going to end up prevailing and why we're going to be successful.
One of the things that we have done is we use some software called LMN. LMN has really allowed us to grow and control our growth, understand what's right and what's wrong in everything we do.
Well, it's made us more efficient because we're able to see exactly how we're doing on jobs. So we're able to see if, you know, a salesman goes through and says this job should take X amount of time, then you either know that the salesman is not able to bid it correctly, or the people who are actually doing the job may not be as strong as you originally thought. And it creates accountability for everybody involved, and it doesn't allow one person to get by with doing a poor job. And like I said before, this is a company built on quality, and that includes our quality of employee, and LMN allows us to stay on top of it from really the start of any job to the very completion of it.
Well, the biggest way we maintain our culture was by retaining the people that have been around for a long time. Even some date back still to my father.
Well, in terms of scale, that's the most dramatic change. Wayne has obviously done a wonderful job of selecting people who share the same commitment to not only production and efficiency, sure, but that's how we maintain the quality. And then bringing in a program like LMN was just the natural progression.
Everyone at LMN was so helpful in the training with us and teaching us to really trust it, that once we knew our budget was in, our pricing structure was in, everything was in, that it was going to generate the right numbers. And from that point forward, it just built so much trust from everyone that we were bidding things very consistently from project to project. We were being fair with our customers, and they appreciated the value and the quality they were getting, and we just never looked back since then.
When we first started working with LMN, we were told that you're going to find out that your best guy probably isn't your best guy anymore. And it was very true. What we found out was through when we track people now, we can look at everybody's efficiencies, and you're finding out who really is efficient, who isn't efficient. I always tell a little bit of a story that what we do in 3 days now is what we did for a year in sales when I took over. So it's a totally different animal. You know, where it goes from here, I don't know all the answers. I wish I did. I mean, from 1952 to today, you know, if you would tell people that you were going to be building kitchens in their backyards, they'd say you're crazy. You know, are we 100%? Absolutely not. And anybody that'll tell you that they fire on all cylinders all the time, probably lying. And you know, we know that we know what we have to do to be top. we keep pushing for it. And just like an athlete, you don't win every race, but you keep trying. And that's what we're trying to do right now.